All right, we are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Minnesota Twins in the second game of a three-game series, the final series of the regular season in Minneapolis at Target Field. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the Bird Watcher here. People call me BW for short. Works for me. Welcome in, fellow bird watchers, to the Charm City chat. We've got 2 games left in the season, and guess what, folks? The results of these last 2 games really don't mean a whole heck of a lot. We know our place. 1, we're in the postseason. 2, we're a wild card. 3, we're the number 1 wild card team, which means we're going to be hosting a series. Those are all facts. All that's left is to figure out who we're going to play. And with Detroit losing earlier today, a shutout at the hands of the White Sox, Kansas City still left to play tonight. Kansas City could get back into pole position with a win against the Braves tonight. So it's still up in the air, folks. Tigers or Kansas City, we're not going to know until tomorrow on the final day of the season. We're not going to know. Yeah. We've got a couple of games to play, folks, and tonight the mood is all about chilling. And speaking of chilling, expect to see some names not in the lineup, and definitely a name you wouldn't recognize as being a starting pitcher. I mean, folks, take a look at this. We were talking about it last night, how we're going to make some changes and line things up for the postseason, and part of the main discussion was Dean Kramer and potentially not having him start the final game of the season. That way he could be an option for Game 3 if there is indeed a Game 3 in the wild card round. Let me hit this button again. But already things are starting to get shaken up because Albert Suarez was initially slated to start today. He's not starting. Matt Bowman, relief pitcher, is going to at least start this game. I don't know what the intentions are. My guess is that maybe Albert is going to come into the ballgame and pitch a couple of innings. Maybe something like the Tigers have been doing, which is just starting with a reliever. Maybe, and then bringing in a starter or starter-like option to go 2, 3, 4 innings. Who knows? But Brandon Hyde definitely has a plan. That much is for sure about how to handle these last 2 games of the season. And part of one of the big eyebrow-raising moves is that Jackson Holliday. Take a look at this. Your leadoff hitter today, playing shortstop, Jackson Holliday. I have not said either of those things about him in his young career. He's leading off. He's playing shortstop. Well, he has played shortstop, I believe, late in the ballgame as a defensive option at some point in this season, but not a whole lot of work there with the big team at short. He's going to get the start there today, and he's going to lead off. Here's the rest of the lineup for the Orioles. Adley Rutschman will catch and bat second. Anthony Santander is in right field, although I'm going to double check that. I could have sworn on the Orioles page that Tony was DHing today in order to give him a little bit of a breather as well. They might have changed the lineup, or ESPN might be wrong. Either way, I'm going to double check on that. Let's see. Orioles. What have we done here? Corbin Burnes has been announced as the Game 1 starter, regardless of who we play. All right. Not sure why that really needs to be said. Why let anybody know? I like the element of surprise. Okay, so Mountcastle is DHing. My apologies. One more piece of music. So Anthony Santander will bat third and play right field. Ryan O'Hearn, the cleanup hitter, at first base. Ryan Mountcastle will just DH today. He'll bat fifth. Heston Kjerstad is in the lineup. That's something I asked for yesterday after the ball game. Let's get Kjerstad some at-bats. He'll play left field. Ramon Arias is at second base today. And that'll give him a little bit of experience on that side of the infield. Normally he plays third. Emmanuel Rivera will play third base today. in what might be his final start as an Oriole, or at least for this season. I mean, I still have a feeling that he might be the odd man out when we have to cut one of these position players for the postseason roster, but we'll see. He'll bat 8th, and Austin Slater is going to play center field today and bat 9th. So Cedric Mullins getting a day off, Jordan Westberg getting a day off, Gunnar Henderson getting a day off, and I would imagine tomorrow you'd probably see Tony get a day off. Maybe Urias steps away. McCann catches instead of Adley. That sort of thing, folks. So we're going to have fun tonight. And part of that fun is this. Who do we have here right now? We've got Rob. We've got Matt. We've got Michael, who's brand new to being a mod. We got Ms. Janet. Is Froggy going to be around tonight? Card crazed? If Froggy / Card Crazed is around, it would really make this a whole lot better. But, tell you what, I'll hold off on that. All right, look, look. I'll give it a bigger, I really don't have anything special to do, but I just really, this is Mod Appreciation Day, okay? There, I said it. I don't know what else to say or do. I am so grateful for the work that the mods have been doing on this channel all season long. I've sort of collected them as I've gone along. And so far it's been pretty, it's a pretty good indication that my instincts are pretty good, right? I've got great mods here helping out the chat. Froggy / Card Crazed, Ms. Janet Hill came on next. Rob wasn't long after. Matt came aboard, what, 2-3 months ago, maybe before the All-Star break, and then Michael just recently. But all these mods, folks, they are dedicating their time, and, they're sacrificing potentially enjoying the game a bit more and just relaxing and chatting or whatever and doing that extra work for nothing other than to help out the channel. There's no financial compensation. I'd love to be in a position to do that someday, but typically that's not the case with mod work on the internet. But I do want to do something to show my gratitude. And I've been racking my brain since yesterday trying to think of something clever. I know I had a Ms. Janet Hill Appreciation Day a few months back. It was well deserved. But I wanted to do something for all the mods today. I couldn't think of a clever parody song or anything like that, so I don't really know what to do. But I tell you what, Janet, Matt, Rob, Michael, I'm sorry, man, you're just too new. You're the rookie. You're being recognized right now. I'm tipping my cap. But when it comes to I guess I'll just do this. If you guys have anything, if you have a favor, if you got a request, if there's anything I can do, just let me know. Particularly if you want me to do a piece of karaoke tonight, because I got a feeling we're going to be singing some songs. We're chilling tonight. Folks, this game's about to get started. Quickly, the Twins lineup. Edward Julian will lead off, play second. Martin in center field. Lee at short. Lewis, the DH. Santana at first. Castro in left. Jeffers at doing the catching. Farmer at third. Margot in right. I'm not even giving you first names, folks. I don't care. The Twins, whatever. They're eliminated. They're Dunsky. All right. All right. Well, there you go. Here's some more news coming in before I can get to it. Oh, boy. Still can't actually have a conversation with this person, but they're more than happy to be the newsman. Okay, Zebby Matthews is on the mound. 8 starts on the season, record of 1-3, 5.71 ERA. That's right, the Yankees lost today again. So, yeah, if there is one thing that might make me feel a little bit hurt is if we do wind up sweeping the Twins and the Yankees lose tomorrow, we have to sit there and go, what if? We have to sit there and go, what if, about that third and final game head-to-head that we lost. But, again, playing what if Does it ever work out well? It rarely does. Zebby Matthews is ready to go. Fastball slider. His main pitches, he throws about 70% those two pitches. He's got a changeup, of course. And Jackson Holliday, we're ready to go, folks. First pitch to Holliday's fouled away. Look at Jackson Holliday leading off, and a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. I mean, this is the part about Holliday's game that I've yet to see. Down in Norfolk, and every step along the way in his professional career, part of his attributes has been his ability to draw walks. I really haven't seen him do that, but perhaps he's used to hitting leadoff in all those levels or near the top of the order where he's looking to just try to get on base. So that's what I want to see today. I want to see him work counts, maybe draw a walk. This pitch is off the plate. The count is 2-2 on Rutschman. Holiday. Let me get my coffee. That's right. Rookie of the year for Cowser could be just a day away. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. All right, Jackson. 5 pitches seen already. 2-2 the count. And the next pitch is fouled straight back, almost giving a lady in the second row behind home plate a heart attack. Still 2-2. Rob, I don't know exactly, but I think it's as soon as Monday. I think it is as soon as Monday. I think there's like a scheduled like day-to-day release of all the honors, the Rookie of the Year, the MVP, the Cy Young, all Gold Gloves. I think they like to do a night. It's not one big dump. Hey, Jackson Holliday draws a leadoff walk. That's exactly what I wanted to see.
I'm walking here.
And he did it after falling behind 0-2. That's exactly what your boy wanted to see right there. How many folks? Just rack your brain. How many times do you remember Holliday working a walk? 2, 3 times? All right, Adley Rutschman's going to bat second, and he takes outside for ball 1.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
So, again, it's Zebby Matthews on the mound. Just 8 starts prior to this one. Not very effective. Numbers not very good. We got a chance to put a crooked number up on the board here today as Rutschman fouls his pitch away. The count is a ball and a strike. So, yeah, folks, given the fact that this game really, the result of it has no meaning, it's just let's play our best. Let's get some guys at bats that need them. Let's give guys some rest that need it. Let's get some arms in there that we want to take a look at. And that'll be very interesting to follow in the next couple of days, how this pitching staff is used. Again, folks, if you weren't aware, Matt Bowman will be starting this game for the Orioles on the mound in the bottom half of the inning. 1-2 the count on Rutschman right now after a foul ball, and he takes upstairs 2 balls and 2 strikes. Adley had a couple hits yesterday. He's got the average now to 251. It's too late in the season to get up into the 260s. So let's just shoot for, 255. Let's get a few more hits before this season's over. This ball's hit foul. We'll do it again at 2-2. So far the Orioles are looking like they're pretty locked in at the plate. They are not taking these at-bats for granted, despite the fact that, again, the result of this game really has no bearing on anything other than morale, which you want to keep. Adley goes to the opposite field, gets good one on it. Backing up, though, and making the catch is Castro, who was stationed in the right part of left field. Didn't have to move left to right, just had to go back on it a little bit. Adley hit it well, though, opposite field. It's the first out here for the Orioles, first out of the ball game. Anthony Santander coming up.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
And folks, I would assume this is going to be Tony's last start of the season. I think Hyde thought both Tony and Gunnar need a day off before the postseason, but I don't want to sit both of them in one game. So Gunnar gets the sit today. I would assume Tony will get rest tomorrow. At most, maybe he'll DH. If Tony wants to play, maybe he'll say, let me DH. He takes a called strike here. The count is 1-1. Folks, get them taters up in the chat now. We're running out of time in the regular season. Santander, is he on 44? Are we looking for 45 with 2 games to go? That ball's hit on the ground softly. Only one play, and it'll be the first baseman flipping it to Matthews covering the bag for out number 2. Jackson Holliday will move into scoring position now. He's at second base with 2 down. And that'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn.
Fight's on. Let's turn and burn.
Judge went 0 for 5, and Soto and Stanton weren't much better today either. My question is, why are they playing all their regulars? Do they not? I guess the first number 1 seed is still up for grabs. Are they really worried about being a 1 seed versus a 2 seed? I would be resting them if I were Aaron Boone, but what do I know? According to a lot of people, I don't know a damn thing. O'Hearn with a big swing and a miss on an 0-1 count makes it 0-2. Let's do a number on the Twins, Leonard, but look, again, regardless of the result, let's just look good. Let's try and see some good at-bats. O'Hearn goes to left field. Down the corner, that ball is gone! Bye-bye, birdie! Ryan O'Hearn sneaks one out into the opposite field corner. That ball got out of here in a way I don't know how. A 2-run shot. He's homered in back-to-back games. Ryan O'Hearn, let me hear you, Charm City chat. 2-0 Baltimore. That ball went on a magic carpet ride. I don't know how that ball got out. It just looked like a fly ball to the opposite field. It kept slicing. Look at the smile on O'Hearn's face. It's almost like he knew he got away with something. Beautiful. 2-0 Baltimore. Ryan Mountcastle at the plate, swing and a miss. He's already in the hole 0-2.
Okay, mount up.
You will lose to Tigers. What are you, Conan? Do you not know how to use articles like the? You will lose to Tigers. You will crush your enemies, make them bow to you, and hear the lamentations of the women. You will lose. You will lose to Tigers. All right, Scotto. Whatevs. You don't even know who we're playing yet. Scotto. The Tigers just got shut out by the White Sox today. Tell me more about how great they are. Swing and a miss by Mountcastle. He goes down swinging. And this inning is over. The Orioles get a 2-run homer from Ryan O'Hearn. And we go to the bottom of the first. It's the Orioles 2. The Twins coming up. I know you love it, Scotto. I know you love it. See, Scotto can get roasted and actually roll with the punches. Unlike some other people out there who basically they'll say some snarky stuff to me. I'll say something snarky back. And then their idea is to, well, let me try to shut down your channel now. Or let me devote every rest of my life to every day checking in on your channel and hitting the dislike button just to be sure. Man, some people. I tell you what, folks. I hope I'm giving you the kind of mentality that I think a fan should have in a position like ours. I was witness to a game earlier today on someone else's stream. I think leaving names and teams out of this is probably the right thing to do. But let's just say I was watching another stream of another game of a team that's already in the playoffs, a team that's already blocked a bye round, a team that's done very, very well this season. And simply because they weren't winning the game, not the entire, but the vast majority of attitude in the chat was like, oh, we have no chance. Oh, we stink. Oh, what are we going to do? Why do we even bother? We're a mess. And I'm sitting there going, dude, you're in the playoffs. You won the division for the first time in 13 years. You got a bye round. I mean, enjoy it. Enjoy something, people. Yeah, I know you do, Scotto. And you want to know why you guys do it? Look, I'm going to say something that I feel like everybody should know, and I apologize to those that already know this. I don't mean to insult you by saying something that you already know, but clearly there's a lot of people that don't know this. Sports media is a lot like political media in America, okay? It is the job of the pundit. It is the job of the person in your newspaper, on your radio, on your television, on your internet, to sit there and work you up into a frenzy every single day. Whether things are going good, whether things are going bad, they need to make content because they want you to digest it because that gives them money, okay? That is what it's all about. So if you're willing to buy into that on a day-to-day basis and have this emotional pendulum every single day based on one win versus one loss for a sport like baseball where you play 162 times, you're doing yourself a disservice, folks. Okay? Edward Julian is at the plate. Matt Bowman on the mound. A 2-0 count to begin this at-bat, and there is strike one. So, folks, my advice to you would be, same with politics. Don't get lost in the sauce, okay? Swing and a miss on a foul tip, and the count is 2-2 on Edward Julian, who's batting just .205 on the season. Folks, because again, look, I could sit here and put content out there and work people up into a frenzy. I know that gets views. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to do that calling baseball games either. And I'm not going to allow the overall mood of my chat to go in that direction. It's just not happening, folks. We're going to be on an even keel. Look, we're going to have our emotions. It only makes sense to. But the daily BS and pessimism, forget about it. There's a swing and a miss. Bowman strikes out Julian to begin the bottom of the first.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I just felt like that was a topic that needed to be addressed because it's sad. It's really sad to me to see some of the fan bases out there who have every shot in the world to win this World Series, and all they can do right now is moan about a meaningless loss to, I don't know, for example, the Nationals. I don't know, just throwing out a random team name. It just doesn't make sense to me. Here is a swing and a miss by Martin. Martin. Austin Martin. That's his first name, right? He's at the plate with a 1-1 count. And he takes low and away. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, folks, I mean, and it's weird to me that, like, you know, I'll have my take and then people come on here and tell me, well, how the hell do you know what you're talking about? And yet a lot of your opinions are based on all the talking heads that you digest on a day-to-day basis. If you just left it alone, this pitch has popped up. Shallow center field. Slater jogs in, makes the catch. 2 down. Matt Bowman retires the first 2 batters he sees, and that'll bring up Brooks Lee. Came on yesterday in the ball game as a pinch hitter. There's Rocco Baldelli, who replaced, who was the manager here a couple of months ago before Baldelli took over? I forget already. But anyway, yeah. Or am I thinking of another team? I think I've lost my... Oh, I'm thinking of Grady Sizemore in the White Sox. Never mind. Baldelli's been here the whole time. See? Even I make mistakes. What am I doing? Rocky will be fine. Yeah, I mean, you have to think. The Twins collapse. Not too good. Here's a line drive base hit in the right field by Lee between first and second. There wasn't much of a gap between Urias at second and O'Hearn at first, but Lee found it for a line drive base hit with 2 down. Yeah, one more game left for the White Sox. Hey, they got to win number 40. Congratulations, Chicago. 40 wins. There is a called strike to Royce Lewis at the plate right now. Royce Lewis, 239 average, 16 homers, 47 RBI. 2 out, runner at first, 2-0 Baltimore in the bottom of the first. And a sweeper from Bowman is off the plate outside. The count is even up at a ball and a strike. I have not had a lucky yet this morning. Oh, my coffee is barely within arm's reach. Swung on, fouled away as Royce Lewis's helmet gets turned around on his face. 2 strikes on him, 2 down in the inning. Oh, that's good. God, I love caffeine. It's the greatest. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. It's a called strike 3, actually. It looks like it. Either way, Royce Lewis is down. Matt Bowman, a 1-2... No, not 1-2-3. He gave up a hit. But a good inning for Matt Bowman. Considering 24 hours ago, he probably had no idea he'd be the starting pitcher today.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Didn't Heel just... I think Louis Heel might have just blown it, though, Scotto, with that last start. He gave up 4 home runs. It's just tough. It's tough to parse. It really... First of all, record means nothing. Scotto, you should know that. Win-loss record doesn't really mean a whole lot. Plenty of pitchers out there with nice records that don't indicate how good they are and vice versa. But, look, I'm not saying Louis Heel doesn't have a chance. I do think, and what is this based on? Nothing. It's just sort of what I think, that the people responsible for voting on stuff like this, if it comes down to picking a pitcher versus a hitter, and they look at it as like a dead heat, I think it's advantage hitter most of the time. I just do. It just feels like hitters get that award more often. But we'll see. We'll see. Heel's in the conversation. That is for sure. Tell you what, though. Cowser's not in the lineup today. I thought maybe he would be just to help build the case a little bit more for him. But he'll probably be in the lineup tomorrow. We can't give everybody a day off. Again, we're giving Cowser, Mullins, Henderson, and who else? Westberg. They're all getting the day off here. Oh, boy. Yeah, once again, folks, we're between innings. I just, once again, folks might be coming in as the day goes on. In fact, I'm going to leave like a pinned comment. Folks, welcome to, and again, I know this is not really me doing much. I don't know what else to do, but welcome to Mod Appreciation Day. Please say thanks to our wonderful mods as we hang out and chill this evening. All right? There. Put that in there. By the way, Heston Kjerstad's at the plate, and he takes strike 1. Next pitch is hit on the ground foul, and the count is 0-2. Heston Kjerstad is hitting 6th in this lineup today and playing in left field. Where is this? Pin message. All right. There we go. Next pitch swung on and missed. Kjerstad down on 3 strikes. And honestly, this is why I want him in the lineup. He needs more reps. Hopefully he'll have a better at-bat than that next time up. Silent J goes down. Yeah, that was so silent, I forgot to... That's how silent that at-bat was. Ramon Arias is at the plate.
I have a brother.
And Matthews throws him a pitch on the outside edge for a called strike. 2-0 Orioles in the top of the second. 1 out, nobody on. The 0-1 pitch is pop foul out of play by Arias, and the count is 0-2. He's hitting .253. And it's so nice that we had just enough time to get Mountie, Arias, Westberg all back. This offense looks so much better now. And that one's lifted into center, served out there by Arias. Boy, I tell you what, he is got a plate approach right now that's as good as I've ever seen him. Ramon Arias is really making a case to be an everyday player in the playoffs. I was thinking it was going to be Westberg every day with Arias and Holiday split in time, which was the case a lot when both were healthy during the season. But, man, right now, I don't know. With Holiday, at least he'd have like a pinch runner, a lefty bat off the bench. Rivera at the plate right now. He's got a 1-0 count. Arias, though, I trust his glove a little more, you know, and he's putting some nice at bats together. We've got a lefty heavy lineup as it is. I don't know. Well, Westberg. If Westberg and Ramon are in the lineup, then yeah, Ramon's going to be at third. I think they're playing him at second today just to, you know, give him a look there. Hey, there's Erica. How you doing, Erica? How did last night go after the game, Erica? Did you get her done? This pitch is inside to Rivera. The count is 3-1, and I'm going to play a bugle. Yeah, it's been Arias at third, Westberg at second for every game this season when both are in the lineup. Rivera gets into one, left center field and deep, going back, looking up, and that ball is gone! Bye, birdie! Oh, Emmanuel Rivera, a 2-run jack to straightaway left. He got every stitch of this baseball, and he says, sign me up. I want on this postseason roster. Rivera, you're making a case, my friend. 442 feet. That ball was absolutely crushed. Folks. Lovely. Folks, we got decision. Look at Rivera in the dugout. He knows he is playing for a job right now. Folks, we got to make a tough decision. I tell you what, Kjerstad is auditioning too. Because Kjerstad, he can't really pinch run for you. He's not going to come in as a defensive replacement. He really is only good as a DH. We've got a lot of lefty bats already. That's the only other guy I really see in the conversation to not make this team. So it is Kjerstad versus Rivera in my eyes. And wow, Rivera really made a case right there. Slater with a 3-1 count, and he takes a cut. And I guess he fouled it away. That makes it a full count. Sorry, I'm not giving you every single pitch, folks. It's probably going to be how it goes tonight. Just kind of doing more of a laid-back, chill call today. In fact, where's my special lucky at? 3-2 pitch is fouled away. I'm even forgetting to hit the right buttons here.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy? Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
Kerstad at tight end. That could work. Hey, Bill's here? Where is he? Haven't seen Bill in forever. There he is. Hey, Bill. How you been, buddy? There's another long comment. Oh, this looks like one worth reading. That's ball 4 to Austin Slater. He takes a walk.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Kurt's channel says, BW, greetings from Wilmington, North Carolina. Hey, have you been? Hey, Kurtz, is there a venue there called the Mad Monk? Is it still there? I saw a ton of shows there in my late teens, early 20s when I was living in Myrtle Beach for about a 3-4 year period there. You're a Baltimore native, though you are my source for play-by-play, or actually pitch-by-pitch. Well, normally pitch-by-pitch, Kurt, but today, for example, I missed strike 1 to Jackson Holiday, who's at the plate right now. And the next pitch is low and in for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Holiday, who drew a walk his first time up. It burned to the ground. Jeez. Good Lord. All right. Guess I brought up the wrong topic. Yeah, I saw a lot of shows at the Mad Monk. I hope it didn't burn down like Great White style. Jeez. This pitch is fouled away by Holiday. The count is 2-2. Come on, Jackson. Come on, Carrot Top. Baby Carrots. How about that for a nickname? Baby Carrots. I know it sounds insulting. I mean nothing but love for Jackson, but you know, I kind of like the nickname, Baby Carrot. Oh, you want me to go over the top? You want me to go over the... Hey, Matt, you want me to go over the top? Well, if I'm going to go over the top, I got to turn my hat around. Haven't you seen the movie? I got to turn my hat around like this, and then I can go over the top. Here's a line drive by Holiday down the right field line. That is a foul ball. All right, I'm over the top now. Hey, I'm ready to arm wrestle you. Hey, here's a great idea, an arm wrestling movie. I mean, that won't be terrible, right? It's like a truck. It's like a switch. You know, it's like a switch. You know, I turn around. See, now I'm regular BW again. It's like a switch. This pitch is off the plate to Holiday. The count has gone full. Erica, I got a feeling you got several names. Ball 4, Jackson Holiday is a leadoff man with a purpose. 2 plate appearances as a leadoff hitter in the major leagues. 2 walks drawn.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Folks, how many walks did Jackson Holiday accrue in the bigs this year up until this game? I'm thinking like less than 10. He really was. He'd go up there and either strike out or make good contact, but not a whole lot of walks. But yeah, if he's going to be the leadoff hitter of the future, what a great sign this is perfect. You want to see this. This was a window to give Jackson a chance in that spot, and look what he's doing. He's playing shortstop, he's leading off, and he's drawn 2 walks in 2 innings. It is 4-0 Orioles. A mound meeting here for the Twins.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
All right, Adley at the plate.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
He lined out his first time up to left field. Hit the ball hard, but right at Castro and left. He hits the ball hard on the ground this time, but it's foul. First base side. 0-1 the count. Matthews is already up to 52 pitches with 1 out in the second. I mean, you want to talk about running a pitcher out of the ball game. This dude is he's on the verge of getting blown up. Rutschman takes a pitch low. Catcher tried to frame it. Umpire wasn't buying it. And the count is a ball and a strike. Oh, no. Have we become home run dependent again, or are we just hitting the crap out of the ball off a bad pitcher? I don't want to hear any of that home run dependent garbage. This ball is fouled away off to the right. Hit very hard by Rutschman. Over into a part of the stands where I don't think there's a screen. I mean, that is... Imagine having that kind of bad luck. You got a screen going all the way down the line on either side of the infield into the outfield, and then the screen finally ends. You're sitting there, and you get a ball coming at you at 95 miles an hour anyway. This ball gets away from the catcher, and that's going to allow the trail runner Holiday to move up to second base. Folks, that takes, my goodness, I need more coffee. I need a Lucky. I need a lot of things. That takes the conventional double play out of order. 1 out in the inning. Second and third now. Rutschman with a base hit could drive in 2. 2-2 pitch. And he reaches for it. Sprays it to left. What a perfect approach. 1 run will score. Holiday will stop at third. Slater scoring on this play. He accidentally runs into the pitcher Matthews there, but they're both okay. Adley Rutschman, what a great plate approach. Just serving it to the opposite. You could see it. Actually, my broadcast glitched a little bit where it sort of paused for a split second as that pitch was coming in. I could see Adley's swing on it, and I already knew where the ball was going the way he was swinging. He was serving it out there, folks, like Wade Boggs used to do. I mean, I know Wade Boggs is a Red Sox. Yeah, you can hate him all you want, but man, Wade Boggs, growing up, I used to envy how he just had the ability to basically put the ball any part of the field he wanted to. If he wanted to hit it to left, center, right, it didn't matter. He just knew how to do it. Anthony Santander pops this one straight up on the infield first base side. And foul ground, Santana makes the catch, and that's a second out that sucks because there's a runner at third base. But hey, it's 5-0 Orioles right now. Tony pops out. Holy cow, look at the biceps on Holiday. That is ridiculous. He's 20. Good Lord. Hey, Erica, you might need to go to the other room for a minute and settle down after that observation. Tell you what, Erica, I might join you. Good Lord. I mean, that pitch. O'Hearn fouls this pitch off to the right. Ryan O'Hearn with a 2-run homer, his first time up. Last season at 28, we didn't have a 30 home run hitter last season. That seems hard to believe, but you might be right. Leonard, I'm not sure. All right, 1-2 the count on Ryan O'Hearn. I don't know why we're doing this giant zoom in here. That looked like something out of a Stanley Kubrick movie. I don't know what that was all about. Here comes the 1-2 to O'Hearn, a breaking ball, and they call it a strike 3. Curve ball that I guess it caught the top of the zone. O'Hearn was frozen on it. You can understand why. I think that's the first curve he saw. It started above his head and then dropped right on the top of the zone. O'Hearn goes down looking strike 3, but the Orioles put up a 3 spot, following up the 2 spot in the first. An Emmanuel Rivera 2-run homer, a 442-foot blast. Folks, 90 feet farther than the O'Hearn home run. Adley Rutschman with an RBI single as well. 5 runs on just 4 hits through the first 2 innings. And, the offense looks fine. And that's giving, Holiday a leadoff spot. He's been up twice already. That's letting guys like Rivera start. He's gone off with a homer. We're chilling.
That's right, Charm City Chad. We're chilling tonight.
Hey, it's your old friend Bob here. I need a lucky. It's getting pretty bright over there. Hey, folks. Tomorrow, can we have BW Appreciation Day? Because unless something extremely, extremely tragic happens, I am 24 hours away. Because remember, folks, tomorrow's an afternoon game. I am 24 hours away from being able to say that I started a YouTube channel for Orioles baseball, and I called every single damn game. I don't think there's any other streamer out there who has done that. I don't think there is. I follow a lot of them. And I don't hold anything against them for taking the time off that they do. They've got legit reasons. But, yeah. Not too shabby for your boy. 161 games, one more to go. Now, pardon me while I get hit by a Mack truck. It is bright out there today. Bowman is still pitching. Ball one to Carlos Santana, hitting from the left side, switch hitter. Count even up at 1-1. This ball's hit to pretty deep center field. Austin Slater backing up. He's on the track and just in front of the 403 foot sign. Slater makes the catch, one away. Carlos Santana gave it a ride, but to the deepest part of the yard. Five, nothing Baltimore, bottom of the second, one out. Oh, yeah, also doing it, yeah. And that's it for Matt Bowman. So, yeah, we're doing the Tiger thing. Who's going to come out now? Is it going to be Suarez? I think it might be Suarez. I don't know. I have no idea what the plan is Brandon Hyde has in mind, but obviously everything he's doing today is in respect to and strategizing for the upcoming wild card round. Matt Bowman gets some high fives in the dugout. Bell Atlantic call to the bullpen. I guess we're going to have a lot of these today. Carlos Santana. That's right, Bill. The same Carlos Santana that's been around the bigs now for going on, what, 17 years? He's been around. I think he's 38 years old. Didn't he come up with the Guardians when they used to be called something else? Well, from one old dude to another, cheers. All right. Folks, once again, Froggy is here. Card Craze. Card Craze. If you missed it, today is Mod Appreciation Day. And I do want to give a special shout out to Froggy / Card Craze. Froggy has been here since the beginning. Recruited after having been found doing mod work on another channel and having observed, I knew Froggy would be a great mod. And when I asked Froggy to do it, I was very pleased to get a yes. And I just want Froggy to know thank you so much for putting in the time. We've got Davidson in now. Tucker Davidson is making his Oriole debut just like that. A left-hander. Called up to help out this pitching staff, and Davidson, I guess, is going to probably try to go 3-4 innings if he can. Left-hander. He's wearing number 67, and he's currently swatting away some bugs from his face. His neck is already glistening with sweat. I'm worried Davidson is a little bit nervous. Is this his major league debut? This is a ground ball to Holiday. He double clutches, and that is going to cost him. Castro beats out what should be an error on Jackson Holiday. That was unfortunate. Wow, Dale, you got that in quick. You didn't spoil that, did you? Are you guys ahead of me on the watching your game? Sorry for the sniffing, guys. Sinuses, you know the deal. This ball's hit on the ground pretty hard, and the third baseman, what are we doing? Oh, my goodness. That's going to be an infield hit. Ball hit hard on the ground in the third. Rivera went to the ground to get it. Tried to throw before he could get to his feet. A throw that looked pretty dangerous. It got to first on a bounce, but it was late. How are they not giving an error to Holiday on the other? There's no way that's not an error. Wow. They don't give Holiday an error. Are you kidding me? This pitch has popped up and out of play. Kyle Farmer at the plate. And he is fortunate because he's put in the lineup against, at the time, was a right-handed starter, but he's got a lefty he's facing now, and lefties he can hit. He swings and misses here on a pitch low and in from Davidson, and the count is 0-2. Davidson, I believe, was a waiver pickup from the Atlanta Braves a couple of months ago. This pitch is high, and the count is 1-2 strikes. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I think I remember when we picked up Davidson. It was about 2 months ago on a waiver claim. Swing and a miss here, and that's a strikeout for Davidson. 2 away here in the second.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Apparently, Erica wore Gunner out last night. That's why he's not playing today. That makes sense. Gunner, you better go to your local Rite Aid. Here's a ball hit softly to third. Rivera charges, throws to first in time, and this inning is over. Folks, trouble on the base paths, but no damage done. We go to the third inning. It's still 5-0 Baltimore. Welcome to the team, at least for one game, Tucker Davidson. All right, we got the third inning coming up. I'm going to play some music, and I'll be right back as I want to clear up my sinuses before they start being heard over this microphone. So that's my job. I'll be right back. Enjoy. 5-0 Baltimore. All right, where's the special lucky? Aha. Lovely. All right. A little break in the action. Who's up next? Shout out to Rob. Folks, Rob, another mod that came aboard. He just started watching ball games. Rob, when did you first find the channel? Let's learn a little bit more about Rob. Don't worry, Rob, I won't probe you too much. Besides, Erica's here. Apparently, she's got all the probing cornered. Head of the women. Yeah, Erica, with emphasis on the word head, right? Please use head in all caps next time, Erica. Because that's really what we're talking about, right? Erica took one for the team. Ryan Mountcastle's at the plate, top of the third, and he's behind 0-2 after a swing and a miss.
Okay, mount up.
Ryan Mountcastle. Rob, where are you, buddy? I'm trying to give you some props. Talk to me, buddy. Next pitch from Zebby Matthews is way off the plate outside, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the third. Matthews is already on 64 pitches. And wow, Mountcastle chased one off the plate. Another pitch far outside, but he went after it for some reason. Strikes out. One away. Rob, I was just about to compliment you how great of a mod you are, but the fact that you weren't paying attention really doesn't help my case. Go up and read the last few comments. Do I have to? Really? Hey, folks, if you really want to get my attention with a comment, there is this thing called a super chat. It's a way to both get my attention guaranteed and support the channel. Imagine that. Erica's ready to wear out a member of an opponent. Oh, are you going to... Hey, could you sleep with Tarek Skubal over the weekend? Maybe on Monday? Could you, take all the mojo out of Skubal if you don't mind? That would be great. Heston Kjerstad's at the plate, folks. Well, he was at the plate. He just struck out. Ramon Arias, line drive base hit. His first pitch. Wow. Kjerstad has struck out quickly both times up tonight. That one was so fast I didn't even have a chance.
I have a brother.
But Ramon Arias wastes no time on one pitch. He's on with a 1-out single. Excuse me, a 2-out single. I'll get it right, folks. I better hurry up and light up this J. This J won't be nearly as silent as soon as I'm done lighting it up. Emmanuel Rivera takes a curveball that clips the top of the zone for strike one. Rivera. Tell you what. Again, right now, this is how I see it. We've got a battle here for a final spot on this roster. And that is up and in on Rivera. He nearly got hit by that pitch. Count even up at a ball and a strike. I don't know. Maybe it'd be worth a poll question for you guys. You guys have to consider what the options are and what Rivera and Kjerstad could do for this team. Neither one are likely going to be in a starting lineup in a wild card game, but what is a better bench weapon for us? As Rivera gets into another one to left center field, that ball is going to hit off the base of the wall and bounce far, far away. Ramon Arias is going to come all the way around from first and score. It's an RBI double for Emmanuel Rivera. And, folks, he once on this team. I got to say, he might deserve it. It is 6-0 Baltimore. Whoop. I tell you what, Rivera making the most of his chance. He came on to pinch hit last night, got a sac fly? He did something to help the team out. I remember him getting all those high fives. And I tell you what, 6-0 Baltimore. Austin Slater at the plate. 0-1 pitch, fouled away 0-2.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
Folks, I don't think I need to make a poll at this point. The chat seems to be pretty much in unison here. You do understand it would be at the expense of Kjerstad, right? I don't know what other... It's not going to be Slater. We need a right-handed outfield bat. Slater with a line drive base hit in the right field. And Rivera's going to stop at third. Even though there's 2 out, that ball was hit so hard. Rivera can only make it to third base. First and third with 2 down. He hangry. He hangry. I mean, the thing with Kjerstad is, he's got that ability to be a lefty bat off the bench that can sit there and crank one out for you. Rivera doesn't have that kind of power. I know he's showing some nice swings tonight, but that is not normally his brand. Rivera usually more of a contact guy that emphasizes defense more than offense. But you got to think, absolutely the opposite, Michael. For Kjerstad, his liability is his defense. That's the thing with Kjerstad, is that's a strike against him. He's really not a good defensive outfielder. He is below average. At times he's looked like not fit at all, but he's had some games when he has played the field recently where he's looked better, but still, I would have to rate him as a below average defender for sure. But then you wonder, do you want the bat more than you want the glove if it's going to be a bench option? I mean, if Westberg, Gunnar, and Arias are on the infield, does Rivera really need to replace any of them defensively? And is he really going to pinch hit for any of them? I don't know. Jackson Holliday's at the plate, folks. And he's already worked a 2-0 count. Unbelievable. He sprays this one foul left side. And the count is 2-1. Holliday up at the plate for the 3rd time in as many innings. He's walked the first 2 times. First and third, 2 down. Pitch, swung on, foul back. It's 2-2. Let's see. Rivera's with the Marlins last couple of years. I would say if he has any, it's very minimal. Didn't the Marlins get a wild card last year? Or did they come up short? I remember them being like right on the cusp. Holliday's going to pop this one straight up into the air, and this will end the inning. This ball is hit just behind the infield, second base, and it'll be caught for the final out. First and third left on, but the Orioles have scored in each of the first 3 innings here. An Emmanuel Rivera double scoring Ramon Arias for the run here in the third. We go to the bottom of the third at 6-0 Baltimore. And yeah, isn't this nice to just take in a game that didn't have a whole lot of impact on anything results-wise, but we're still looking damn good. The pitching and the hitting and the defense all doing what they need to right now. See, here's the thing. If Heston Kjerstad and Emmanuel Rivera came into today's game both under the impression that, like, wow, I'm kind of auditioning for that final spot in the roster, and the fact that Rivera took that mentality, went out there and smacked a huge home run and then followed it up with a double while Kjerstad struck out twice and did so both times quickly and rather poorly, it's not the fact that it's, I mean, I get it's a small sample size. It's not an indication of really one player being better than the other, but it is an indication of how a player responds to that pressure. And I feel like Rivera responding to the pressure of knowing that, like, either he performs today or he may be off the roster. And he said, okay, watch this. Whereas Kjerstad, given the same ultimatum, not really showing why he should get the spot. I mean, I guess that's what, for me, has got me leaning Rivera. Although I really can't tell you who makes the most sense on the roster, because I don't know. Neither one. I mean, folks, if you remember, Kjerstad made the roster on the postseason last year, and I don't think he got a single at-bat. It was only 3 games, but hey, there's a super chat. Folks, we got a message coming in here.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
Andrew Dice after a lucky. Whenever, okay? You got it. You got it. That was just a random sort of New York-style accent, but I'll bring you the dice. Hey, I might even give you a little bit of the grease, man. Hey, the Orioles, waddle doodle. Hey, we got a 6-0 lead. Tucker Davidson out for another inning of work. Eduardo Julian at the plate. And that pitch is off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Waddle doodle. Oh, boy. Janet loves the grease, man. And Erica just loves grease. All right. Yeah, also keep that in mind, folks. There's a chance. Well, I don't know. That's something else I got to think about. This ball's hit on the ground at second. Scooped up by Urias over to first in time. 1 away. Julian retired. 0 for 2 today as we go through the Twins lineup a second time. 1 out in the bottom of the third. Austin Martin the next up to hit. How about the, hey, how about the Gaga? Lady Gaga. Here is Martin, and he looks at a pitch low. Maybe a bit inside as well from Davidson. 1-0. The Twins really have collapsed. They had a 92% probability to make the playoffs on August 17th. And that probability has gone from 92% to 0. That's pretty tough, folks. Just remember, no matter what happens this season, you don't worry, you could have been a Twins fan. That is a bad way for the season to go down. All right, I got to think about some dice work here. This pitch is up and in. Count even up at 2-2 on Austin Martin, 0 for 1. The problem is, other than his nursery rhymes, I don't know a whole lot of dice material. This ball's fouled off of Martin's own leg, and he goes down to a knee. Still 2-2. Plus, I can't get the grease man voice out of my... I don't know if I can train... I got to get the dice. I have the dice. Let me think about it. Okay. The dice man... Oh! All right, I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm feeling it. Here's a pitch hit hard on the ground, but right to Holiday. He backs up, throws across, and it is in time. Jackson Holiday making the play there at shortstop, showing us that arm a little bit. 2 down in the inning. Little boy blue. He needed the money. I see. I already tripped over the one line. Now, I will not attempt to do an impression of the brilliant Bill Hicks. This ball is hit on the ground to Urias. He goes to first. This inning is over. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We go to the 4th inning, 6-0 Baltimore. Jack and Jill went up the hill, both with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. Oh! That frickin' promiscuous lady. Oh! Hey, Trump City Chat, maybe you don't know what my favorite frickin' team is. How do you not know? I'll tell you what my favorite team is. The O's. That's right. I love the frickin' O's. All right. That good enough, Derek? Yeah, Leonard. Again, Twins fans, if you're out there, look, you got some pieces there with your team that make me think that the start of your season wasn't a fluke. Things really went to crap for you guys down the stretch. You're probably going to make a lot of personnel moves, not necessarily player moves, but personnel moves, and probably starts with the manager. But look, hang in there, Minnesota. Hang in there. You first of all, you play in a great division, all right? You play in a division that I feel like is never going to have a perennial juggernaut team that you got to wait 7 years for them to finally give you a window. You know, there's some other divisions out there that are like that, and that makes it tough for, a mid-level to small market team. Although that's why the Central is so inviting, because it is nothing but mid-level to small market teams. Even the White Sox, the fact that they're from Chicago, I get it. They treat their team like a small market team anyway. But hang in there, Twins fans. I like the Twins. I was a real big fan of those teams from the late 80s, early 90s. Those World Series teams. Kirby Puckett, Ken Urbeck, Greg Gagne, Gary Gaetti. Of course, you had Frank Viola on the mound. Scott Erickson there at the end, who then came over and joined us. Then you had those years with Johan Santana. You had David Ortiz. Why you let go of David Ortiz, I'll never know. That was a mistake. Oh my goodness, you let go of David Ortiz. But hey, we got a new pitcher out here for the Twins, Louis Varland, as Adley Rutschman is at the plate. First pitch is a strike, and the next pitch is swung on a miss. That pitch at 99 from Varland.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Oh, yeah, if you want to go farther back, Harmon Killebrew, Rod Carew. Yeah, the Twins, they're an organization that I don't ever see myself hating on. I think they're a solid team, solid fan base. Minnesota ain't an easy place to live, folks. I got respect for cities like Minneapolis and their fans. Up there in the cold. It's so damn cold for so long. Rutschman goes opposite field again, and he's going to split the gap. Folks, you couldn't draw a line on a piece of paper any better than the way Adley Rutschman shoots the opposite field gap right here. He is locked in. He is ready to go. Splash it up. He's got a double.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Oh, and of course, Bert Blyleven, of course. Jack Morris. Bert Blyleven, maybe the best damn curveball I've ever seen. That's why I brought up that memory earlier talking about the Oakland A's when Greg Olson made that appearance in 89 and struck out the side in the ninth inning. He pitched the eighth inning as well, but he struck out the side in the ninth. Dave Parker, Dave Henderson, Mark McGuire. Final pitch was a giant curveball. Froze McGuire. Looked like vintage Bert Blyleven. That's how good that curveball was. Swing and a miss by Santander. As Varland has got some pretty good velocity on that heater. It's upper 90s. 0-2 the count on Tony, who's 0 for 2 tonight. It almost feels like he wanted the night off. That's a called strike 3. He goes down. Santander, has to be said, almost knows that without any real thing on the line, he can't be vintage Tony right now. Folks, I'll bet you dollars to donuts Tony will get the day off tomorrow. Although, I don't know. Gosh, it's hard to say. Maybe as a DH. This ball by O'Hearn is hit into a triangle area in left field, and that ball is going to drop in there. Ryan O'Hearn is going to reach with a bloop. It's not really a bloop. That ball was in the air for a while. But it's hit down the line right in that spot where you always see the outfielder and a couple infielders all meeting up. And Varland, Farmer, the third baseman, he was the one closest to it. Stuck his glove out, but yeah, we got first and third now with one out. Ryan Mountcastle coming up. He takes a pitch outside for ball one. Mountie struck out his first time up on a pitch off the plate, much like that.
Okay, mount up.
In fact, he struck out both times up. We need Ryan Mountcastle to make some contact here. Runners at first and third, one out. He makes contact. Center field, backing up and making the catch. Adley Rutschman will be able to walk home. That ball won't be a hit, but it's hit well to fairly deep center field. It's going to be a sacrifice fly for Mountcastle, and it makes it 7-0 Orioles. Folks, we got a touchdown, and we're only in the fourth. We have scored in every inning. Yeah, that is another reason to keep Tony. I think Tony as a DH tomorrow would make sense. I think a day off from the field, but I still want to keep his bat going. I do want to give him a chance to get to 45. And, yeah, I just want to keep him going. Kerstad's at the plate. He's behind 0-1. He struck out both times tonight. And he takes a called strike, too. Man. Heston, buddy. I'm telling you right now, dude. You're losing your grip on this playoff roster if you have another bad AB right here. 0-2 pitch. That one is at 100 miles an hour, low and in. Ball one. Hey, folks. Thank you, Matt, for the update. Let's get the like count up. Why don't we? It is Mod Appreciation Day. Don't do it for me. Do it for them. Show them how much you appreciate and like the work the mods have been doing here for the channel all season long. Like it for them. We got a 2-2 count here. 2 down, runner at first. The Orioles have scored in each of the first 4 innings. And Kerstad takes a called strike 3. Okay, that does it for me. If this is the audition, Rivera, you're going to Hollywood. Kerstad, I'm sorry. We see a whole lot of bright future ahead for you, my friend, but you might not be ready for this whole playoff thing. I don't know. Again, that's the mentality I feel like those two players had. And that's the mentality you got to know that you're going to have in the playoffs, which is high-pressure situation. Hey, high pressure. Your job's on the line. Go out there and show me something. Rivera has. Kerstad has not. It sucks. But at least it makes the decision probably a little bit easier for Brandon Hyde. Yep. I mean, I'm sure it did, Derek, but at the same time, I mean, I don't think today's showing at the plate is a complete. I mean, he's had some good ABs since he came back. He's hit some balls pretty well. I wanted to see him play a little bit more so he could get a little more comfortable, but it's really difficult, you know. It wasn't until today's game where we could afford to, you know, not go with our best lineup in order to get some players that need reps to get where they need to be. But hey, If Kjerstad doesn't make this postseason again, he's got a great young career ahead of him. He'll be okay. Yeah, we got a low turnout here tonight, folks. Just 1,200 people, and we're nearly, well, I guess we're not halfway through the game yet. But, I mean, we're only on pace for about 2,500, one of the lowest turnouts of the season. Hey, folks, you know what? I'm in a certain kind of mood. Where can I do this? This is not only... Hey, mods, do you mind if I make this Appreciation Day cover everybody? Hey, folks, if you're at this game right now, that means you are a gigantic Orioles fan. You know why? It's a Saturday. There's not a whole lot on the line. The game, where we're going to be in the playoffs is all wrapped up. I'm going to go in here right now and see if I can just turn off the ads. I'm going to turn the ads off for the rest of the game. Yeah. Off. Turn it off. No more ads today. There. That is because I appreciate all of you people. All right? Yes, ads are necessary because I need to survive. I need to make revenue in order to exist just like everybody else. All right, folks? But for the rest of this game, for you guys, no more ads. Forget about it. All right. Davidson in here with his third inning. Well, he came on after one out in the second inning. He's now still out here in the fourth. He's got a 2-1 count on Royce Lewis. And this pitch is swung on and missed. The count is 2-2. There just don't add up, BW. I see my name, so I'm addressing it, but the man, can you reword that? Because I don't know what you're talking about. What are you trying to say there? This pitch is hitting a shallow left. Holiday calls off Kjerstad to make the catch for the first out here in the fourth. Davidson looked a little shaky in the first batter or two, but since then has been very effective. So this is, I guess I'm looking at footage of this hurricane. Folks, again, hurricane, is it Helen or Helene? There's an E on the end of the name. How are we pronouncing this? Helen or Helene? But either way, my thoughts go out to anybody affected. Helene? Okay, Helene. Yeah, I used to live, again, on the coast of South Carolina. They had Hurricane Hugo way back in the early 90s. You guys remember Hurricane Hugo? That did a whole lot of damage to the Myrtle Beach area. And even though I didn't wind up there till about 1994, maybe 93? 93. It was a couple years later. But they were still feeling the effects of that after a couple of years. Carlos Santana's at the plate with one out. He's got a 3-1 count. And that pitch is going to be low and in for ball 4. So Davidson issues a 1-out walk to Carlos Santana. Here you go. Here's the resume of Santana. 15 MLB seasons, one-time All-Star and Silver Slugger back in 2019. Among active players, he has the most walks of any active player. 5th most doubles, 5th most extra base hits. Nice long career, if somewhat quiet for the switch hitter. Hey, folks, it pays to switch hit if you can do it. Willie Castro is at the plate. He's got a hit today, one of the 3 hits for the Twins. 1 out, runner at first, and he fouls this one off. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. The numbers have been down on a lot of the play-by-plays today. Yeah, I would assume so, Scott. I mean, it's the weekend. I'm assuming tomorrow with the NFL. I'm assuming, by the way, college football is now well underway, right? So you got that mixed in. But things should definitely pick up for the playoffs. Here's a swing and a miss by Castro. The count 1-2. Nice breaking ball there from Davidson. Yeah, Hugo was pretty crazy. There was another major hurricane. I can't remember the name of it. It might come into my head, but I lived in Myrtle Beach from about 1993 to about 1996. As this ball is hit on the ground, and what a play by, is that Ramon Arias? Ramon Arias on a softly hit ball in the infield had to go a long way to his right, basically cutting off the shortstop to make this play. Hit it right over the mound. And Arias on the shortstop side of the second base bag with a nice pick and toss across to get the out. So Ramon showing he can handle second base. Here's Ryan Jeffers. He looks at a called strike. Oh, yeah, we should be scoreboard watching. Folks, if the Royals win tonight, they are back in the position to be our matchup, just like that, after the Tigers lost today. This ball's hit in the air to left center field. It'll stay in the yard by plenty. Austin Slater eventually will track it down and make the catch, and the inning is over. So the Twins, they get another runner on there, but that's it. 4 shutout innings combined between Matt Bowman and Tucker Davidson. We go to the 5th, 7-0 Baltimore. Dale says he just got an ad. Well, this is the first time I've attempted to do this midstream, so that might be the case. Let me go in here and see if I can turn it off on this side. Oh, monetization. Oh, all right. Now they're off. Okay. So I was in the wrong area. I mean, you saw it right there. Yeah, live monetization settings off. You've got that area, and then you go over here to this area where it just says ads. I've got that now off too. Oh, wait, monetization means no super chat. Okay, so I got this all mixed up. Ads are off. Let me go turn this back on. Because if you do want to send like a super chat or something. No, but then it says let YouTube insert mid-rolls. You know what? Whatever. I don't know. Hey, does anybody want to be gullible enough to try this and try to send a super chat right now for like 99 cents? Right now, I got everything turned off. I just want to see. No, you're fine, Dale. I'm actually happy you told me because, again, this is the first time I've tried to do something like this, and I need to know how it works if I do it again. But again, it'd be really swell if somebody were to at least attempt to send like a 99-cent super chat. And if it don't work, let me know. If it does, then I will know that I have turned off the ads, but you can still do stuff like that. Again, this is only for future reference. That's why I'm asking you guys to try it, but if you don't want to, that's fine. I get it. I mean, let me think. If I open up, let me try something here. By the way, it's going to the top of the 5th, 7-0 Orioles. And coming up to hit is Ramon Arias.
I have a brother.
First pitch to him is in the dirt. Ball gets away, ball 1. Arias is 2 for 2 tonight. Average up to 258. I mean, folks, Ramon Arias is hitting 7 points higher than Adley Rutschman. Did anybody have that on their bingo card? Nobody's asking for Adley to take a hike like they did Arias as early as 2 months ago. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on a miss. 2-2. This Varland guy throws a lot of heat. Hey there, Baltimore. I see you. Hello. How are you? This one's going to be chopped toward third. Picked up and over to first in time. Who made that play over there at third base? Kyle Farmer with the assist. Ramon Arias grounds out to third for the first out in the top of the 5th. Hey, it works. All right. So from this point forward, folks, let me know if you see any ads. You shouldn't, but it's nice to see that you can still, that there is quote-unquote monetization still possible for the channel. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Derek.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
This pitch is high to Rivera, who's 2 for 2 today. Folks, a home run, a double, and 3 RBI. The 2-0 is swung on and missed. He went after a 2-0 fastball confidently, but he came up empty. Folks, we got another.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
You want me to do a 360 chair spin while saying go O's? Okay, this pitch is swung on a miss. The count is 2-2 on Rivera. All right. I'm going to light up my special lucky first. Lovely. This one's fouled away by Rivera. Still a full count here. 1 out, nobody on. All right, I got my special lucky. 360 chair spin as I say go O's. Okay. How's this going to work? The payoff pitch is swung on and drilled by Rivera again. That ball is gone! Bye-bye, birdie! Bye, birdie! Bye, birdie! Oh, I'm dizzy! I'm dizzy! Emmanuel Rivera, have yourself a night! 2 home runs and a double. 10 total bases. We're only in the 5th inning. Holy Toledo! Wow! Damn, this weed's pretty good. Emmanuel Rivera. Is it too late to vote for MVP of the American League? Keep the super chats coming, folks. I'm a monkey. I'll do a dance for you. Hey, folks, you got to understand, once the season's over, it's going to be like 4.5 months of a giant zero in the revenue department. But, I've got that plan. Oh, did Perez made the catch. It wasn't with his, it was with his, Perez caught it with his hat. Perez caught it with his hat. Did anybody know? Oh, my goodness. Slater strikes out. 2 down. Cionel Perez caught another home run. And this one wasn't easy. He was like a wide receiver going out on a slant pattern. Look at this. He did it again. Can we please make Cionel Perez a 2-way player? This dude can play outfield. Holiday goes deep to left field, and it's over the head of Castro, and Holiday, opposite field power, hits one over the head of Castro for a 2-out double. Folks, 8-0 Orioles. Everything's clicking. I mean, I can't even get another drag off my special lucky. There's too much happening here. Folks.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
8 home run balls caught in a hat by Cionel Perez. Folks, not only is that crazy, but you have to think about the fact that your bullpen, first of all, needs to be over the outfield wall. It needs to be like not, you need to be able to see. Some bullpens you can't really see what's going on. Just ridiculous. You'll never see that again, folks. You'll never see that again. I hope the rest of Major League Baseball on a national level points out that whole thing with Cionel Perez, because that is ridiculous. Adley Rutschman has a 2-1 count, 2 down, runner at second. I mean, that is just plain ridiculous. That is like getting hit by lightning 9 times. It's just crazy. This ball is hit in the air to left by Adley. Not going to have enough on it, though. It's caught out there on the track, Prawley. Prawley caught out on the track for the final out. But the Orioles, folks, 5 innings, 5 times score. Look at this box score, folks. 2 in the first, 3 in the second, a run in the third, fourth, and fifth. 3 homers on the night. What more do you want, folks? I'm telling you, Cionel Perez, emergency outfielder, why not? He can clearly catch a baseball. If he can do that with his hat, I got a feeling he can be okay with a glove. How about this? How's this for a hot take? Cionel Perez is a better outfielder defensively with his hat than Juan Soto is with his glove. There, I said it. Hot take.
I apologize for Baltimore.
Is Scotto still around? I'd love to hear his input. What? All right. Well, you thought I'd get through a game without taking a dump on Juan Soto? You thought wrong. You thought wrong. Hey, Juan, I hope you're ready for us. It's only going to be about a week from now. Hope you're ready. We know how to beat you. We know how to beat you. 8 wins to 5. 8 wins to 5. You have a 2-man offense. You have a 2-man offense. Do, 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 do. Your closer situation is as bad as ours. Your closer situation is as bad as ours. You don't know who to go to. Do, 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 do. Hey, we got a new Magic member. Folks.
Message for you, son.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
George Ford, welcome aboard. That rhymed, and I didn't even mean it to. It just happened. George Ford, what do you think about them binoculars, buddy?
Nice binoculars.
Looking good, my friend. Everything looking a whole lot clearer already, isn't it? Kyle Farmer with a fly ball to center field. And Slater is right there with the can of corn to make the catch. Hey, George, test out your new status, my friend. Look into your little emoji section. You know, maybe throw up a little splash zone emoji if you're in the mood. Maybe just the classic Oriole bird, or maybe when Calzer comes up, maybe pinch hits tonight, you can throw the milkman in there. Or maybe next time Tony comes up to the plate, you want to throw in some tots, some tater tots. Manuel Margot at the plate, he's 0 for 1. Folks, we're still under 100 likes. I know a lot of you already here have already done it. But if you haven't, let's get to 100. This pitch is fouled behind home plate. Rutschman takes a look. Out of play, 0-2 on Manuel Margot. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out, nobody on for the Twins. Tucker Davidson is 40 pitches into his appearance. And came on with 1 out in the second, so now there's 1 out in the fifth. So make that 3 full innings he has pitched. As this pitch is a breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. 1-2 on Manuel Margot. Hey, folks, you know the reason why the score is what it is right now? Do you know the reason why the score is 8-0? I'll tell you why. Because they're 8-0 better than being an Orioles fan. That's why. That's right.
Nothing gonna break my stride. Nothing gonna break my stride.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
All right, this ball's hit on the ground, foul, still 2-2. All right, Charm City chat, this is Jack Burton coming at you from the Pork Chop Express. We're just 1.5 games away from the postseason, looking pretty strong. I got a feeling we can take down Lopan if we're in the mood. Let's go. Full count on Manuel Margot. Payoff pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, left field. Didn't get all of it. Waiting on a Diskerstad. He's got it. Inning over. No, it's not. It's 2 down. I fooled you. 2 away. I played a little joke. It's a little joke. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. The Orioles have out-hit the Twins 11-3. 8 runs to nothing. Swing and a miss by Edward Julian as the lineup turns over again for Minnesota. He's 0 for 2 today, and he's got an 0-1 count. What happened to this guy? I remember him being a stud last season, as this pitch looked good, but apparently a bit low for the umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, what happened with this guy? I guess he was injured for some stretch, only 21 RBI. As he fouls this one off. But I thought he was one of the better young up-and-coming offensive hitters after last season. Not sure what happened here with Edward Julian. He didn't even feature in yesterday's game. This pitch is fouled straight back. The lefty Cade Povich was on the mound, so perhaps Julian just not seeing a whole lot of starts against lefties. But, yeah. Tough sophomore season for him, I guess. This pitch is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Whoa, Nelly. We've got a little mention of Keith Jackson. Folks, it's Saturday. We are in the valley. Whoa, Nelly. We got a 2-2 count. And that pitch is upstairs. Now we have a full count. I don't know about a video of Baltimore football history, but there are a few broadcasts of Chuck Thompson calling games on YouTube. If you go to, that'll be ball 4. Whoa, Nelly, that'll be ball 4. Oh, wait a minute. That's the Twins walking. Talk about losing my train of thought. Hey, Alabama. Yeah, folks, there's a YouTube channel. I've talked about it many times. Apologies if you've heard me mention it too many times, but I think it's a fantastic channel. It's called, what is it? Classic Baseball on the Radio. I think that's the full name of the YouTube channel. And they've got like hundreds. Oh, this ball is crushed by Austin Martin, but it's going to be caught out there by Kerstad, a lunging grab. He did not approach it too comfortably, but he does get the job done. That ball was hit hard. Kerstad able to grab it there in the gap to win the inning. Keep the shutout going. We go to the 6th, 8-0 Baltimore. But yeah, that channel's great. I mean, there's only a handful of Oriole games that are called. But obviously, you get Chuck. And these games normally range from the 60s, 70s, and like early to mid 80s. You'll see some from the 50s, maybe a few from the late 80s, early 90s, but mostly it's during that sort of golden age of 60s, 70s baseball. And, yeah, I use that channel, and I go to sleep listening to ball games off that channel all the time. And you know what I'm doing? Not only am I helping get to sleep, I'm listening to the greats and listening to how they do this and trying to learn from them. I've been learning my whole damn life. Of course, Chuck Thompson never had to put up with social media while calling a ball game. I think about it sometimes as I've been doing this for this first season, just thinking back and going, wow. Imagine if Vin Scully is sitting there calling the game and he has to look over and acknowledge some fan talking some nonsense. And then go back to calling the game. I mean, folks, again, there are channels out there. If what you're all about when it comes to sports is just talking about the problems every day, there's so many other channels out there with that. You won't have any trouble finding them. You'll find that whatever it is you're craving. But I treat this, and as a fan, I treat this like I would a play-by-play person, which is you got to be a little, I mean, I'll have emotions. You'll see me express joy. You'll see me express frustration. But what you will not see me do is just daily just turn on a dime on a player or a team or whatever, you know. Yeah, folks, come on. We can be better. We can all work at being better fans, can we? Some of you got it down easily. It comes natural. Like Book Doc. Hey, Book Doc, you out there? Book Doc knows what I'm talking about. And I think Baltimore fans, more than some other cities, know what we're talking about. Santander pops up the first pitch on the infield, and he's going to be 0 for 4. This ball be caught by Carlos Santana. He had to make a long run from first base all the way to pretty much the dugout railing. But that's the first out. Tony's gone. Sorry I didn't get a chance to say.
That's not a tater tot. That's a tater giant.
But he's done already. That's the first out. Come on, folks. We've scored every inning. I don't want that to stop. Not that I'll put up a big fuss if it does, but here's Ryan O'Hearn, who was already 2 for 3 today. That 2-run bomb, and then he reached on an infield hit his last time up. He's 1 RBI short of 60. Average currently at 262. This pitch is fouled back. And I'm still trying to do my best to reach out to Ryan O'Hearn as gently as possible. As gently as possible. I think I've tweeted at Ryan O'Hearn a total of 3, maybe 4 times over the course of the last 3 months. So we're talking like on average 1 tweet a month. I'm sending Ryan O'Hearn, trying to get a little bit of feedback. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count on him right here. 1 down, nobody on. And he hits a ground ball foul right-hand side. And the count even up 2-2. Oh, gosh.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Again, the man, this is a relaxing affair, okay? Tonight is a relaxing affair. You saw me do a 360 spin in the chair. You wanted it. I'm over here dizzy as hell, and now you're going to make me go back and do that. All right. I see how you guys treat me. I see how you guys treat me. Tell you what, I know I got a long way to go, but I mean, I'm on track to be a legend for the Baltimore community. So let's try to take care of me. Let's try to preserve BW for a long time. I need to make some of my own history over here. This pitch is in the dirt. Full count on Ryan O'Hearn. We got a long way to go. I got a long way to go. I got a lot of time to make up for. Tell you what. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. O'Hearn down on strikes, 2 away. Have I even mentioned that it's Luis Castillo out here to pitch? Or is it Diego Castillo? Is it Diego Castillo? Yeah, Diego Castillo. Excuse me. Diego Castillo, right-hander, is on in this inning, and he's gotten the first 2 outs on 8 pitches. Ryan Mountcastle at the plate. Again, folks, I'm a little stoned. I'm chilling. Don't worry. When it counts, I'll be locked in, and the information will be accurate and timely. I promise. This pitch is a called strike to Mountcastle. Looked a bit inside. Here's a button for the man.
Okay, mount up.
That's right, folks. Put me in carbonite. This one's hit to the opposite field, down the foul line, and up against the wall. Manuel Margot. There's only a couple of feet between the foul line and that padded wall. And it's right where that ball was going. He went full charge, put the glove out. It made the tip of the glove, and that's it. And Margot keeps his feet as he hits the wall there. All that for strike 2. 2 strikes on Ryan Mountcastle, 2 down, bases empty. Oh, speaking of the hat, I forgot to talk about this. Thanks for that mention there, Michael. Hey, the hat says BW. Check it. Everything's clenched. And just like Gunnar Henderson, I need a little bit of time off. I've been on your head during this tough stretch to make sure we could see our way into the postseason. Do you mind if I, take a little break? The hat, you got it. All right, folks. The 3-2 pitch to Ryan Mountcastle. Here it comes. Swung on, line drive, base hit left field. Folks, we're playing in October. We're playing at home. It's going to be Tuesday. Pack the yard. Grab some beer. Have no fear. The birds are here. I don't know. I'm just making up some shit. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All right. Look, we got to hit the hats off. Finally, I had to sacrifice, male pattern baldness for several days more than I needed to. I sped up the process just to help this team out. Here's Heston Kjerstad. He takes off the plate. 0 for 3, struck out all 3 times. Just don't do it a 4th time, please, Heston. Come on now. Don't get that sombrero. 2 down, runner at first. There's a ball hit on the ground, and it's attempted to be backhanded by the second baseman, and the ball just goes right on by. That'll probably go down as a hit. But, that's Brooks Lee, the shortstop. Oh, okay, so the shortstop, I thought the shift was going the opposite direction. Yeah, if you're a shortstop, you got to stop that ball from getting through there. I still don't know how Jackson Holliday didn't get an error early in the game on a ground ball hit to him. He double clutched, and then the throw was late. If he didn't double clutch, the dude's out. It was about as cut and dry of an error as you can get. Ramon Arias at the plate. He's 2 for 3, a couple of singles, scored a couple of runs.
I have a brother.
Was that 108 off the bat for Mountcastle? Arias fouls this one straight back. Yeah, folks, the Orioles, just as a team, you can see it. We're hitting the ball hard, it wasn't just about the home run, believe it or not. Home runs are a product of hitting the ball hard. I know this is crazy science I'm throwing at people right now. This pitch is way outside, 1-2 on Ramon Arias. But, folks, being a team with a lot of home runs doesn't necessarily mean that you're a team trying to hit home runs. You're a team trying to hit the ball as hard as you can. And the Orioles, when you're talking about the first 2-3 months of the season, we were at or near the top when it came to all those analytics in terms of hard hit rate. This ball is going to be popped up the medium, if not shallow, center field. Ramon Arias pops out to win the inning. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 8-0 Baltimore. Right. Okay, yeah, let's look at this real quick. So I'm going to assume if I look at this, Dean Kramer is no longer announced as tomorrow's starter, right? He's not going to be listed. Are they just going to give Albert an extra day and then have him start? And then be sort of the long man? Yep, it is Suarez. I know what I'm thinking about. That's what they did. That's what they're doing. So, folks, there you go. Everything is ready. Dean Kramer starts Game 3. Albert Suarez starts tomorrow, and then he will be ready as a long man that you don't expect to need in Game 1 or 2. You don't expect to need him in Game 1 or 2 because we're using Corbin Burnes and Zach Eflin. Folks, let me tell you right now, if we need Albert Suarez in the first 2 games of this 3-game series, we're screwed. Okay, so I think the Orioles are looking at that way too. So they gave him an extra day off. Kramer gets bumped, and now Kramer gets set up to start Game 3 if necessary. If necessary. Now the problem is Kramer last pitched on Tuesday, the 24th, right? Tuesday the 24th. So we're talking about a potential 10 days between starts. So he needs to do something between that last start and a potential Game 3 start. He needs some amount of work. How they're going to do it, I don't know. But, yeah, things are now really looking pretty much lined up. It's going to be Corbin Burnes Game 1, Zach Eflin Game 2, Dean Kramer Game 3 if necessary, Albert Suarez in long relief, Cade Povich. For this particular round, I don't know if it really makes sense. I feel like that's the guy you keep off the roster for this round because in a 3-game series, there's just no need for him. But once we get to the next round, Povich might make it then. We'll see. I say once we get there. I guess I'm putting the cart before the horse. I don't mean to, folks. I'm just confident in my team, and I've been saying it all year. It's our frickin' turn. It's our turn. That's all there is to it. Brooks Lee is at the plate. A 1-2 count after a foul ball off to the left. Get you back to the ball game here. Whoops. What the hell's going on here? What in the hell? Jesus, Bobby. I told you I had a narrow urethra. This ball gets through the left side, a base hit. Brooks Lee's aboard with a leadoff single. Tucker Davidson came on with 1 out in the second. Now still out here in the 6th. Eating up some outs, but he's about to get to 60 pitches. I would assume this is going to be his last inning. And it's only going to be a matter of whether or not he can complete it. Royce Lewis is coming up to hit now. And he takes a swing and a miss. Lewis 0 for 2, so he has 60 pitches now for Davidson. I mean, as a regular starter, you say the pitch count can go higher than that, but when you're a starter coming out in relief, usually you get to about 60. That's about it. You start losing the command a little bit, and that pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Royce Lewis. Michael, again, somebody needs to confirm it, but my recollection is Davidson was a waiver wire pickup about a couple of months ago. The Braves, I believe, had him and just cut him. They DFA'd him. They Cole Irvin'd him, and we picked them up. And we were able to do it in a way where we could stash him in the minors. Some guys go on waivers, and if you don't roster him on the big team, you can't keep him. This ball is going to be a soft liner to shortstop, and caught there by Holiday for one out. 1 out here in the 6th. There you go. He started a World Series game for the Braves. See, again, that would have been during the folks. If any of you were unaware, there were several years where I was not able to follow baseball hardly at all because of commitments to my job, covering a completely different sport in a completely different part of the world. It was just not possible. And when that job was taken away, my heart was broken. But guess what? As Carlos Santana is going to hit a line drive base hit to left field. Yeah, Davidson's looking pretty washed. That's a little harsh. He's looking like his day's pretty much over here. We should have activity in the bullpen. 1 out, 2 men on base. 8-0 Orioles. We're still we're doing fine. It's just time to say thank you for this, Mr. Davidson. And bring somebody else on here. Swing and a miss by Castro. Willie Castro 1 for 2. And the 0-1 to him. Curveball. That one's hit in the air to right. Shallow. Going out as Arias coming in is Santander. Did he catch that ball? He did, and they double up the runner at second. Anthony Santander, 0 for 4 at the plate, but he comes up with a defensive play of the day.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Folks, Tony, beautiful. What a great play.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Anthony Santander went into a sliding catch. His glove was right on the grass. That ball just snuck in there like an envelope into the mailbox. And then he pops up and throws to second to double off the runner, folks. I mean, brilliant. Brilliant. 7th inning coming up. It's all Baltimore, folks. What's going on down at the dance club tonight?
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Ooh, ha. Taters in the grass. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try and love one another right now. Oh, Scotto, come on in. It's a big old lovin'. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try and love one another right now. Right now. Right now. Let's see some hearts in the chat, folks. Come on, Charm City. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try and love one another right now. Oh no, my cursor got stuck. I slammed it too hard and now the cursor's stuck. Oh crap. Hey, we're just going to have the chat work like this for the rest of the night. I'm not going to mess with it. I don't know, whatever. You can't see the information, the ads are off. I'm getting stoned, whatever. Hey folks, Emmanuel Rivera is coming up. 10 total bases, a career high. Ties a season high for any Orioles player. You have to go back to Colton Cowser in that huge game he had in Fenway back in April. Not Tony, not Gunnar has had a 10 total base game, and he did it in the 5th inning. This pitch is outside. They don't want to pitch to him now. It's 3-0. 3-0 on the most dangerous hitter in baseball, Emmanuel Rivera. Hey, Scotto, yeah, we'll thank the Yankees when we beat them in the division series. That's when we'll thank them. It's a 4-pitch walk to Rivera. Hey, Scotto, here's a little New York for you.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
That's right. New York, home of Ratso Rizzo. Rivera's on with nobody out. And the first pitch to Austin Slater is a called strike. Slater has reached base twice. A walk and a single. He scored a run. Folks, I'm going to try and see if my cursor will cooperate. It's stuck. I mean, I can sit here and continue to hit the heart button. You see? I can do that for the rest of my life. But unfortunately, I jammed my touchpad, and the cursor is just stuck there. So I guess that just shows you, folks, my heart is fully committed because I'm stuck on my own heart. There's a swing and a miss by Slater, and he strikes out. Second strikeout for Castillo. Oh, no. And the 2-hour... Okay, now we do have a problem. Okay, your boy has to wake up. We got a problem. The 2-hour, watching online thing happened, so now I got to refresh the game, and I can't refresh the game without a working cursor. So now we do have a problem. Now I got to really... Yeah, okay, I unjammed it a little bit. I'm going to just have to hit the crap out of it. This might sound like something you might hear near Erica's house when Gunnar Henderson visits. Just sorry for the noise I'm making here, folks. Just move. Shit. Oh, God. What did that do? Oh, no. Oh, God. This is terrible. This is not what I wanted here. Okay. It looks like I might be coming back on here. Good Lord. Oh, bad cursor. Cursor? I hardly know her. All right. Coming on back. Here we go. Hey, look at me. There's me. I'm back. Here we go. Hey, look at me. There's me. Hey, that's me talking. Here we go. Hey, look at me. There's me. Hey, that's Adley Rutschman at the plate. Here we go. Hey, look at me. There's me. Hey, that's Adley Rutschman at the plate. Hey, this won't get annoying anytime soon. Hey, that's Adley Rutschman at the plate. Hey, this won't get annoying anytime soon. Hey, Adley Rutschman at the plate. Hey, this won't... Sorry. Just like having fun. That forehead is shiny. Hey, the man, weren't you also making fun jokes about my love handles yesterday? The man, I love to get roasted, but you really do seem to focus on my physical appearance and all that a lot. It seems like you're kind of picking on me, dude. Let's see what you look like. I'm interested. I'd like you want to upload a photo of you on my Discord so we can all get a look at your handsome self? I'd love to see you. Here's a ground ball to second. And Rutschman's going to ground up, but Rivera scores on this. It's 9-0 Orioles. I'm sorry. So in order for... It's payback then for being stuck with me. I gotcha. Just know I keep tabs, the man. I see you. I see you trying to pick on my physical appearance. That's fine. That's the only way you can find humor. That's fine. You can go there. Ain't gonna bother me. Folks, yeah, I got love handles. And every lady I've ever met loves to handle them. I've got no issues in that department. I'm doing just fine. This pitch is low and in. Oh, they love to handle them. The man, they really do. It's like that Peter Fonda motorcycle from Lifeless Twins. That's a good one. I got to remember that one. Hey, look, I'm like a camel. I'm trying to store up for the long trips. How about NEI? Not enough. Sitting here all capsing me, talking about too much. It's my show. I say whatever the hell I want. I'll say whatever the frig I please. Okay? Speaking of that dude, where's that thing at?
Pay that man his money.
Yeah. Hey, David Rubenstein.
Pay that man his money.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Here's a ground ball, backhanded at second. This throw is on 2 bounces, and it somehow gets to first in time. Santander has an 0 for 5 night. Still, I say...
Pay that man his money. Pay that man his money.
Yeah. Let me just relax in my chair here for a minute. Maybe if I lean back, this shiny forehead won't show up so much on the TV. But you might see more of my love handles, though. I'm not sure. Tell you what. I don't know. There might be some underarm fat you could point out here. I got my arm poking up as I lay back and relax here for a little bit. We are going to the bottom of the 7th. Folks, I can't relax, unfortunately. I can't relax. It's the 7th inning stretch. I'm stretching horizontally. I need to stretch vertically. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up, folks. I'd put more in, but I'm afraid to tap my cursor several times because it locked up on me. I need a regular Lucky. I'll be right back. Yeah.
Do you believe in me?
All right. Lovely.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
All right. You know, every game... Oh, Book Doc, trust me, I got no problems with my physical appearance at all. Again, you know what? You know what really helped? Leaving America. Where apparently your success is measured in whether or not you have a gym membership and you take selfies to post your torso on social media. I don't give a shit, you know? I'm a lot like the god over here, fellow by the name of Buddha. Don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's got a big old belly, and he doesn't give a shit. I kind of like that attitude. Now listen, folks, if I grew up in another era where it made sense to, work with physical labor, I would naturally have a well-fit body. Most human beings did, because before all of this technology, you had to move some muscles in order to make some things happen. But for some reason, we got all this technology that we craved so that our lives could be easier, so that we can sit on our ass as much as possible. And then I guess we decided one day, well, then how do we measure success? Because everybody's able to now relax. We've got air conditioning. We can sit down. It's comfortable. Oh, I know. We'll go to the gym. And the best people will be the ones in tip-top shape, even though there really isn't a need to be. Even though you can be healthy without, having washboard abs. You can just have a chubby stomach and you're fine. Just eat okay. Monitor your health and you're fine. You're fine. I don't give a shit. And I'm so happy to be out of that culture. Over here, they don't give a shit either. I mean, nobody wants to look like John Merrick, the Elephant Man. But if as long as you don't look like you're from some carnival sideshow and you got a decent personality, that's all anybody's really interested in. By the way, Yennier Cano is on the mound, and on a 2-2 pitch, a comebacker, he throws to first, and Ryan Jeffers, the batter, is retired. I told you we'd go over a lot of things tonight, folks. It's BW, late night. Lots of reasons, Derek. Lots of reasons. But let's keep politics out of the discussion, if that's okay. Another comebacker to Cano on one pitch. Kyle Farmer. Cano with a big smile. He's telling the rest of his defense, you're not needed. I'm pitching and I'm fielding. 2 batters, 2 ground outs to the pitcher. Here in the bottom of the 7th. By the way, I talk about all that stuff when it comes to your appearance and sort of your own attitude about it and just enjoying. Like, I'm not saying it to, pat myself or what. I'm not trying to boast. Nothing. I'm saying this for other people out there who may, have hang-ups about their own personal appearance and maybe are shy about it or feel pressure about maintaining certain whatever. Like, I'm here to tell you, don't worry about it. If anybody's going to judge you on that, if that's their criteria, they're not people worth your time. All right? They're just not. Their perspective, or their priorities are a little bit out of whack, in my opinion. 1-2 the count on Manuel Margot. This pitch is off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hey, Derek, hold on. I just saw that message. You missed your super chat. Hold on. Where is it? I hit it. Oh, okay. I didn't answer it, though. Yennier Cano strikes out this guy, and the inning is over. This guy, Manuel Margot, strikes out. Folks, we got a message.
Message for you, son.
After that strikeout. Sorry about that there, Derek. I'm just sitting here, just going off on my own. I am turning it into a podcast. It's like the anti-Andrew Tate podcast. Whatever the opposite of Andrew Tate is, that's what this is. Do we have a secret weapon in AAA for our bullpen? I think we just saw him pitch tonight, Derek. His name is Tucker Davidson. What do you think? I mean, the problem is I don't know if him or anybody that we haven't already seen is going to be eligible for the postseason. I think you have to be on the active roster before now to be eligible to make the postseason roster. So to answer your question, legit, like nobody. Except, nobody knew. No secret. No secrets at all. All right, Scotto, what do you think? Game 1. You're going to start Garrett Cole. Who's starting for you guys game 2? Because last I checked, you guys aren't even sure. Who do you think? Who do you want? Who do you want game 2 in the division series pitching for you, Scotto? Rodon? Well, it's probably your best move because I do think our team is a little less strong against left-handed pitching. I do. I think we match up better against right-handed pitching. But, yeah. What's the deal with Cortez? Is Cortez done? Cortez totally out of the October picture now, or what's the deal? He had the MRI. What happened? All I knew is he had an MRI. They put him on the DL. Does he have any chance of making he's done? Okay. All right, so then game 3, Louis Heel. Louis Heel, game 3. Ryan O'Hearn leading off the top of the 8th. First pitch is strike 1. Folks, the Orioles have scored in every inning up till now except one. They have a 9-0 lead here as they look to make it 5-0 against the Twins on the season. Clark Schmidt. So is the plan to use Heel out of the pen? Swing and a miss by O'Hearn. I feel like either he needs to be starting by the 3rd game or you got to commit him to the pen. This one's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ryan O'Hearn. 2 for 4 tonight. Oh, by the way, Justin Topa, the righty, is on the mound right now. He's thrown 4 pitches here in this inning, and number 5 is hit on the ground, first base. Santana's got it. Will take it to the bag unassisted. That is the first out in the top of the 8th. 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the Orioles. Here is the scoring summary. First inning, Ryan O'Hearn, 2-run homer, opposite field. Jackson Holliday came in to score. Second inning, Emmanuel Rivera with a shot heard round the world. 442 feet, a 2-run bomb. Ramon Arias scored. Later in the inning, Adley Rutschman added an RBI single, scoring Austin Slater. Here's a comebacker by Ryan Mountcastle to the pitcher. He flips it to Santana at the bag for out number 2 here in the top of the 8th. In the 3rd inning, Emmanuel Rivera came up again and hit an RBI double, scoring Arias again. 4th inning, Ryan Mountcastle with a sac fly, scoring Rutschman. 5th inning, Rivera capped off a ridiculous day by hitting another home run to left center, a solo shot. Broken bat by Heston Kjerstad and a pop-up behind second base on the outfield grass. The catch is made and the inning is over. The Orioles go quickly here. Wow, Kjerstad's bat actually split right down the middle. Look at that thing. There's no cork in there, right? There's no cork in there, right? I don't want any cork. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Finally, to wrap up the scoring, an RBI ground out. Adley Rutschman scoring Jackson Holliday. Did I say Matt Holliday again? Folks, I'm going to say Matt Holliday probably every 20 times I go to say Jackson Holliday. Just know that it's going to happen. Oh, Scotto is furious with Juan Soto. Okay, let's listen why. Here's a little music, and I'm going to wait for Scotto to explain why he's furious with Juan Soto as I close my back door here. Be right back. Horrible base running by Soto. Oh, I hope it makes a highlight reel. I want to see Soto do something stupid. Not that I have to wait that long. Hey, Scotto, how much are you looking forward to paying Juan Soto all that money only to watch him turn into another Giancarlo Stanton and suddenly just lose the ability to run whatsoever and just demand a DH and, hit into 500 double plays a season? Are you looking forward to that? Oh, man. How many Yankees wind up... How many players wind up over there at the height of their career only to take a big fat drop once they get that payday? All right. Bottom of the eighth. First pitch is a grounder right along the first base line. Fair. Ryan O'Hearn will pick it up and just tag the runner. One down. You know why I think Soto can't really judge a ball in the outfield? His forehead is too shiny. I think the reflection makes it tough on him. God, those shiny four-headed bastards. They ruin everything. Cionel Perez is on to pitch. And that one is in there for a called strike to Austin Martin. Royals and Braves are tied in the top of the ninth. I might stick around and call the rest of that. I don't know. Anybody interested in sticking around and chatting a little bit further and seeing the outcome of this Royals-Braves game, which has a lot of implications? I mean, the Royals are back in the driver's seat with a win tonight. Everybody's talking about the Tigers are going to beat you. If the Royals win this game, there's only one game left. This ball's hit down the right field corner and just out of reach of Santander in the first row along the right field seats there. Austin Martin 0 for 3 today. One out, nobody on. Scotto's in. Oh, I know you're in, Scotto. You're a Yankee fan hanging out on an Oriole channel for hours. I know you got nothing better to do. Just another counterpunch, my friend. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. A 1-2 pitch. This is low, but he went around, says the umpire. That's a strikeout. Oh, you got good gummies?
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
And you're not sharing with the rest of us? I hit the wrong button, sorry.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2 out in the eighth. Brooks Lee, who's got a couple of hits at the plate. I guess he's a switch hitter. Now hitting from the right-hand side against Perez. And he hits one hard on the ground, right to first. O'Hearn, it hits off of him. He tries to recover. Throw to first is in time. Perez is there to cover. And we get the out anyway. Folks, this play, I feel like, is a microcosm of our season. We recovered. We have recovered. Just like we did on that play. We're going to the ninth. 9-0 Baltimore. Folks!
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
That's right.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
This is great iced tea. We're on a mission from God.
All right. All right.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
Where are some of my colleagues out there? No Fitz, no PAS, no Rhino. Nobody. Nobody hanging out. I don't think any of their games are on, right? Or the Mets. If the Mets are on, I get it. In fact, if the Mets are on, well, if we're gonna have a watch party with the Royals game, I'll have to play it by ear. Either I'm going to send you to PAS if that game is still on and the Royals game is already decided. If the Royals game is still like it is, then we're going to hang out and watch the conclusion of that. Whoops, look out. That's how we'll do it. That is how we'll do it. Folks, we just broke 2,000 views tonight. This is like the lowest watched game since opening day. Honestly. It is. So, yeah. Super chats are very welcome because your boy is going to make like about $3 off of ad revenue. I'm perfect. Or no, there's no ads. So, yeah. Just nothing. $7 to make you holla. I get paid to do the wild thing. Hey, thank you. It's a 410 kid for like number 100. We got there. That's good. I made no appearance here the first 2 games of our series this last week. Well, why would you? You got your butt kicked. Here's a ground ball. Kyle Farmer, the position player, is on the pitch this final inning. And he throws a get me over whatever, and a ground ball gets an out. So Kyle Farmer making his 3rd appearance as a pitcher. And here is Emmanuel Rivera, and that ball is going to be lined off of Brooksley in the outfield for a base hit. So that was Ramon Arias, by the way, who unfortunately grounded out to this position player on one pitch. Emmanuel Rivera, however, add another hit to his day. How about 4 for 4 with a walk, 2 home runs, a double, 3 runs scored, and 4 RBI? How is that for a stat line, Emmanuel Rivera? You'll see that 4th hit pop up here momentarily. Or at least you should. Are you kidding me? Oh, they're calling that an error? That's an error? How is that an error? But the... Whatever. They absolutely rob Rivera here. How are you telling me that Jackson Holiday play wasn't an error when he double clutched, but that is an error? That ball was hit like 100 miles an hour, and that was not a routine play whatsoever. Are you kidding me? This score person stinks. Austin Slater is at the plate. That is weird.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
And he takes... Slater's laughing too. Austin Slater swings at this pitch. Hits the ball about 3 inches. Onto the... Look, Kowser's laughing as he's coming back to... Everybody knew that was funny. Folks, Slater takes a giant cut at a 50-mile-an-hour pitch. And that ball went about as far as a piece of paper. This ball is stroked into right field, a base hit. Unfortunately, we didn't see who swung because too busy looking at all the smiles around the Orioles dugout. That was Jackson Holiday back at the top of the order with a base hit into right field. So 1st and 3rd, 2 down. Adley Rutschman with 1 more chance.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
And he takes a 40-mile-an-hour whatever low. 40 miles an hour. Hey, don't you throw at our batters. Don't you throw at our batters. There's a get me over something. 1 ball, 1 strike. 40 miles an hour. And Adley takes another. Gosh, this is how to pitch. 2 batters can't even get it past the pitcher's mound. Adley grounds out to the pitcher. Hilarious. Inning over. Bottom of the ninth coming up, folks. I hope we've enjoyed tonight's little hangout. Yeah, that was a nasty knuckle curve with late tailing action. That one really fell off the table. Ah, jeez. Anyway, we are going to the bottom of the ninth, and I've had a hell. Hey, Katron's here, folks. Look at Katron. I don't really have a hello. How do I say a hello? Hey, Katron, how you doing?
You never heard of Baltimore style?
I don't know.
We're on a mission from God.
How you doing, Katron? Folks, welcome in Katronist. Old buddy of mine going all the way back to the 90s. This dude's known me since the 20th century. The Braves have taken a lead, and it's a walk-off. The Royals have lost. The Royals have completely botched their chance. Okay, folks, no watch party. The Braves with the walk-off. That means the Tigers are now... It's going to take... the Kansas City's... Yeah, the Tigers aren't going to lose again tomorrow to the White Sox. Not when there's something on the line. There's no way. We're going to see the Tigers. We're going to see the Tigers. Hey, you're welcome, Scott. Come on back. Come on back tomorrow. I'm sure with the NFL and nothing on the line that it's going to be a huge turnout. What better day to have a BW appreciation day than on the least attended game of the season? I hope everybody's ready. As I celebrate calling 162 out of 162 games like a boss. Oh, I got nothing but faith, T. Reaper. I don't fear the Tigers, and I don't fear the Reaper. Keegan Aiken is on to pitch the ninth. Appearance number 66 on the season. Kiersey Jr., the pinch hitter for the Twins, a left-handed bat, and he takes a swing and a miss. Deshaun Kiersey Jr. In AAA, a 300 average, 14 homers, 81 driven in. Called strike two. At the big league level, he's only got an average of 100, so I'm guessing 1 for 10 or 2 for 20, one of the two. This pitch is fouled at the plate. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. So, yes, folks. Oh, wow. The Mets. Wow, I don't know if I want to send you to the Mets game because right now it's 6-0 Brewers, and I don't know if the optics would look good if PAS, who probably right now isn't feeling too good, or his fellow fans. I don't think it would be right to send you the Mets game right now. I've got a small crowd. It wouldn't make much help for him anyway in terms of numbers. And I'm on the record saying this on air myself, so that's the whole reason why I'm making that decision. But, yeah, the Mets are down 6 runs in the ninth now, and, you know, their season's on the line. I'm going to just sign off after this game, folks, and get some breakfast. 2-2 the count on Kiersey Jr. here, leading off the bottom of the ninth. No, the man. And PAS, yeah, I know he'll say some troll-like stuff sometimes, but we're colleagues. It's all in good fun. It's fine. Although sometimes I have to point out to PAS, I'm like, buddy, you're typing in all caps. You tell your own chat to, like, lay off with that or something to that effect. I don't know. I don't think he's a... Boy, we have 3 just active running scoreboards for the rest of this game. This is a ground out to second base by Kiersey Jr. 1 out in the ninth. 2 more outs to get, folks. Tucker came from Kansas City. Okay, but he was with the Braves. If not this season, then in the past, right? Somebody DFA'd him. We didn't get him by trade. Carlos Santana has a 1-0 count. This pitch is outside, 2-0. And once again, folks, before time runs out, I want to again acknowledge, and folks, those who are still here in the chat, if you wouldn't mind, even if you've done so already, once more would not hurt. Let's give a big round of applause to the mods here in the Charm City chat, the volunteers here who commit a lot of time and help keeping the Charm City chat runs nice and smooth and help me grow this channel. This pitch is hit in the left field. That'll be a 1-out single for Carlos Santana, the veteran, still adding another hit to his long career in a game that's well decided already here in the 9th. That'll bring up another pinch hitter, another youngster here, Michael Hellman, who has yet to get a RBI with the team. Just a handful of at-bats. He wears number 92, if that tells you anything. He takes a called strike. So, yeah, folks, big round of applause. This pitch is inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Giant thank you to those mods out there who, by the way.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Swing and a miss. The count is 1-2 on Hellman. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Not only do they do such a great job during this live stream, folks, I have to take a lot of time sometimes to try to keep the morale up here and keep everybody in good spirits. This ball's popped up shortstop. Holiday's there. He's got it. 2 down. 1 more out to get. 1 more out to get in this very comprehensive win on a night where we used Tucker Davidson as a semi-starter with Matt Bowman throwing the first inning and a third, and a lineup that's not exactly what you expect to see. And all that, we've gone 9-0 here. But, yeah, the mods of the Charm City chat. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. First pitch fouled off. They're in communication with me when we're not live on the channel as well. And they've been so nice in dealing with me and all of the thoughts about the channel and how to handle it, what to do. So it's more than just the time they've put in here during a regular 3 hours worth of watching baseball. I mean, lots of time. So again, just 100% rock bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. Froggy, Janet, Rob, Matt, and the new guy who's still got some stuff to prove. Michael, thank you so much. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 more strike, and this game is over. Oh, he was with the Angels for a while as well. Okay. This is fouled away. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Wrapping up this game. 1 game left in the regular season. 1 final tune-up until things are going to be electric, folks. That ball's crushed. Oh, that ball's going to go. We almost had a shutout. We almost had a shutout. 2 down in the 9th, and Ryan Jeffers jumps on a Keegan Aiken pitch. Hits it straight away to left field. He pulled it. Got every piece of that. 21 on the season for Jeffers. It's 9-2 here in the bottom of the 9th. I don't know how I stumbled across this channel, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad too, Derek. Let's try and spread the word, buddy, because some people don't even have the ability to stumble. I got to grow the channel, and then more people can maybe accidentally stumble upon it themselves. You know what I mean? That's the idea. Grassroots, folks. Oh, won the can on Farmer, who is showing us his Shohei Ohtani impression. He threw a scoreless inning in the top half as a pitcher. He's 0 for 3 at the plate tonight. But after pitching a scoreless inning, maybe he's feeling some of that Ohtani magic. Swing and a miss. Forget about it. Keegan Aiken with the strikeout to put the exclamation point on this one.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, it's a W. Win number 90 on the season. Win number 90 on the season, folks. We're a 90-something win team. Just like every other team we're trying to beat in these playoffs. Ain't nobody getting to 100. Everybody's going to have 90-something. So do we. We can win this, folks. Oh, my goodness. And you know what's great? I think the timing is perfect. I think the timing is perfect because we're on the upswing. I can feel it from the fans out there right now. They feel it. We can do this. Final score, Orioles 9, Twins 2. Those 2 runs coming in with just a breath of air left in the ball game. This game was decided a long, long time ago. The Orioles, 9 runs on 16 hits without an error. 2 in the first, 3 in the second. A run added in the third, fourth, and fifth inning. That built up an 8-0 lead, and then we cruised the rest of the way, adding on 1 more run to make it 9-2. Win number 90, and give Davidson the victory. 4 2/3 innings. Folks, that's a sneaky way for a starting pitcher to get a win without pitching 5 innings. That's pretty sneaky. That's how you bend the rules of baseball. But he does deserve the W. 4 2/3 scoreless innings. He scattered 4 hits and a couple of walks. Only the 1 strikeout. So he wasn't exactly dominating, but he was effective. And this Twins team looks pretty much deflated and ready to pack it up. If that's the case, folks, why not go for a sweep tomorrow? A win tomorrow would end us at 20 games above 500. And why not be here if for no other reason? All right, folks, I'm going to share tomorrow. It's not only BW Day, it's Albert Suarez Day. Folks, we're going to honor Albert Suarez tomorrow. I mean, this guy, you want to talk about a story. Maybe it's a story a lot of you people out there listening right now can identify with, you know? Maybe in your lifetime, you didn't exactly get to the top the easy way, right? Maybe you've been struggling. Maybe you think you're too old to get what you want, and that window is closed. Well, it didn't close for Albert Suarez. What a turnaround in this guy's career. After bouncing around out of the big leagues for several years, what a contributor he's been for us, both as a starter and out of the pen. Whatever we've asked of this guy to do, he has done it. And he's definitely been one of my favorite players this season. I mean, if this is the only season we have with him, I'm never going to forget it. It's just, you know, every great team, you got stories like this guy. I'm never going to forget Albert Suarez. I hope he knows that. He's got fans out there. 8-7 record, 3.74 ERA, 1.32 WHIP, going up against Bailey Ober. His ERA is just under 4, but solid whip of a flat 1. Just one base runner flat per inning. Apparently, we are predicted to lose. How the hell do you see this game tonight and put something into a computer and tell me that the Twins are favored to win tomorrow? How? Explain. You can't. Take your computers and shove them where, something don't shine. Just put them over there. These people with their computers, I tell you what. By the way, I'm on a computer right now. All right. I need to sign off, I think. So this game is going to be, we're going to have it needs to be my night. This is perfect. We're wrapping up 162 games called with a 2:10 a.m. start my time. Oh, my favorite. 2 o'clock in the morning. That's right. For you guys, it'll be 3:10 p.m. So that means even if the Ravens play the 1 o'clock or the 4 o'clock game, this game bleeds on either side of that. Nobody's showing up. What am I even going to be doing? Hey, can anybody tell me when the Ravens are playing before we get out of here? That would be good to know. Or the Commanders. Either way. Oh, the Ravens play at night. The Ravens are at Sunday night? Shantae's typing 1. I'm seeing more Sunday. Okay, so folks, zero excuse. Zero excuse. You better be here tomorrow. Oh, the Commanders, Kashmanders. We'll peek in on what Washington's doing, Michael. Don't worry about it. We'll peek in, but there's no reason not to be here, folks. 3:10 p.m. tomorrow. I'll be on the air at 3 p.m. sharp, and I'll be looking sharp. That's right. I'm a sharp-dressed bird watcher. That's going to do it, folks. Thanks once again to everybody in the Charm City chat, the mods. This is your night, bro. If I think of something a little more, something with a little more oomph to mark the occasion, I will definitely do it. But I definitely want to point that out as many times as possible. Kramer with a sub-3 ERA in his last 8 starts. Well, there you go. Kramer lining up as the Game 3, if necessary, starter. And if we get to the next round, he'll probably pitch Game 3 there. He's the third guy in this postseason rotation. That's how it looks. And, yeah, I need to go get something to eat. So, yeah, no Baltimore sports except this during the afternoon, okay? Ravens at night. Be here tomorrow, okay? Honestly, I need you guys to show up. Tonight was, yeah. That is about as low of a turnout as I've ever seen. So here I am thinking about reaching certain goals and looking at it, projecting it out. And I guess I didn't take into account that at the very end of the season, there would be some drop-off. But obviously, things are going to pick up major on Tuesday. You better believe it. In fact, we need to get everybody prepped with that, with the mods. So all that love I give the mods, we probably need to have a little bit of a conversation. Michael, make sure you check in on a daily basis, my friend. If you don't mind, just once a day, check in and make sure you're up to date with anything going on in the mod chat, because we got to prepare for what might be a few more people showing up. I might have to recruit one more mod as well. I don't know. We'll take a look at how Game 1 goes, and then if we got to adjust on the fly, we'll do it. But, yeah, that's all I got. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Saturday night. Come on back for the final game of the regular season tomorrow. Albert Suarez on the mound, 3:10 first pitch, 3 o'clock. I'm on the air. That's it. This has been the Bird Watcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Have a good night, folks.